what's being proposed in El Camino Village.
It's wrong.
We don't have a department.
But you're not,
Even though
you're not in the city of Gardena.
you're building in El Camino, Village.
El Camino Village
But I'm
is,
in Gardena right across the street.
okay, all right.
And I'm gonna have parking.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, so it's going to affect Gardena residents.
Yes, it will.
But in
Not
terms,
impacted, we are.
Can we look at something?
you are being impacted, yes, you're absolutely right. I just want to clarify that the city of Gardena has no jurisdiction in terms of approving or not approving this proposal that's being proposed in El Camino Village, which is under Los Angeles County and not under any city jurisdiction. Before we call on the next person, let me just clarify a few facts, okay? The state does not approve any single development projects. What it does is the state Department of Housing and Community Development issues what are called, regional housing needs assessments, where every city and county, every community is given a number, a goal that cities and counties need to plan for. They need to plan for building units to meet those goals to increase the overall housing supply. The ultimate decision, the ultimate approval for any project, in this case, in El Camino Village, is with Los Angeles County. So, ma'am, to your question earlier, I unfortunately have no say in terms of approving or not approving the project. And I would say if I were in your shoes, your best bet is to focus on Supervisor Holly Mitchell that represents El Camino Village.
What a worthless thing to say.
She doesn't listen to anybody.
Well, did she say that personally, or did her staff say that?
That's her staff, and
Okay.
that's higher level.
What did they say?
Yeah, we deal with their.
What did the staff say? What did Holly? I didn't hear it.
So,
What did Holly Mitchell's staff say? I didn't hear it.
okay, so,
If they're blowing you
I'm
off.
disappointed to hear that because that is just not factually correct.
Why don't you come on Thursday? You guys can talk
Yeah,
about
bring
it.
somebody.
I try to be there, but I need to check my schedule. I think actually on Thursday I'm going to be in Sacramento.
I have an email I'll forward to Holly Mitchell's
I'm
office.
sorry.
I'll forward an email from Holly Mitchell's office to you with their responses.
Okay.
Yeah,
We have Gardena Councilwoman Wanda Love that I think can provide some further information on this.
Good afternoon. I can't give you much more than what you already know. You guys probably know more than I do. But what I did take the mic to tell you guys is I strongly encourage you guys to go to the County Board of Supervisors meetings. That's where you take these issues up. The assembly member, he's limited, this is a county issue. I understand that the ball is going back and forth between the county and the state on who's requiring the additional housing. That requirement is coming from the state. So the state is asking the county and the cities to implement this. But when you have these type of developments coming into your neighborhood, you want to get involved at the very beginning, and you want to get as many people, and I say this to you, but you want to get as many people on your team to push back against this. I sympathize with you guys because Gardena was mandated with something like 5,500 residents to build in our small little 6 square mile city. That's going to bring in, let's just say 2 times that, over 11,000 residents. The impact on our infrastructure is going to be ridiculous. But the only pushback that you can do is to push back against the people that are requiring this or allowing this. Like the planning commissioner said, yeah, that's what happened in Gardena. that can also happen in your areas if you get involved before it gets to this point. When these developers are coming in, because the state has mandated this additional housing, the developers are looking for properties to go in to buy and put these developments in because the state has mandated it. Well, that doesn't mean that they have to be approved. When the community gets involved, the electeds will listen, the state will listen. But what happens is, we don't get involved until it gets to this juncture in the road. I understand, but that's why
Okay.
I am strongly encouraging somebody on the block, somebody in the community to attend or watch the county or the supervisor's meeting so you guys can know what trains are on the track headed in your direction. Because without that, and I say that because I'm a council member, there is another council member, Mark Henderson, that's here right now. When we have our council meetings locally, I can count the number of residents that attend the council meetings. So when we're making setting policy for the city, we go by what we hear, what we know. But if the residents come out to those council meetings and push back against some of the decisions we're about to make, then we listen. But if the community does not come out to tell us what's going on or how they feel about the development, then those developments can sometimes get pushed through. The development that the planning commission was talking about, we have one developer came in, he wanted to put up two developments. One was 120 units, like 136th Street in Western. They were all 350 square foot units. 350 square foot units. That's the single. 120 high density. When the community found out about that development, oh baby, they came out. The project had to be approved because what's on our books right now. If we deny the project, we can get sued. But because the community came out, that developer hasn't moved forward with that project yet. And so they will look at that and wonder if that's really a good move for them. So I took the mic to say, one of my biggest frustrations as an elected official, and I'll say mine, I can't speak to anybody else, but mine is the community lack of involvement. You guys got to get involved. And even if you just find one or two people on the block or in the neighborhood or in the community group to pay attention and ring the alarm when these projects are being presented before they go for approval, you can make a difference in your community.
Thank you, Councilwoman.